This property was not only an incredible saving grace that in the process of being here, we call it our temple. It's small and humble and nurturing.
We've had this property for a little over 6 years now. It was a bit overwhelming when we first got here because the land was kind of neglected, just hadn't had attention in a while, so we started looking around trying to figure out where to start.
It was really overwhelmed in the beginning, and then, okay, let's just start here. Let's start with the ladybanks and this front garden, and then slowly, oh, we got this trailer that should go here. Oh, then we create a whole new area, and that sort of has now happened within, you know, this 1.5 acres that we have fenced in out of the 5 acres. It's just been like basically 6 years of that slowly happening and moving out more and more and creating these pockets of gardens and artwork throughout the property.
There were a lot of interesting things on the property that were just kind of left behind, you know. This was one of them, which is an old piano harp. So we started trying to incorporate those things into the areas that we wanted to define and start bringing in spaces that we could cultivate with plants.
We just started gathering cuttings and seeds from friends and neighbors and slowly just started propagating all of those. It was a big learning curve for me and for us, learning how to do that, but sort of turned into a passion. We have friends that we just trade back and forth because we have different cactus and plants that we each have. And so we'll be like, I have a perfect cutting, or the wind will blow over something and something will fall apart. And so we just take those and propagate them and then like pass them on to neighbors and friends. And then they do the same when the time is right. We all have different species and different, you know, types of things on our property. So that keeps expanding as well.
So as far as watering, we have a lot of the plants that are hand watered still, but we also do have much of the plants are getting gray water. Pretty much all of the gray water from the sink and showers is going to the landscape. So we're trying to utilize the water and give it a secondary purpose. This was the original garden that was here, and everything was suffering, just like the trees were suffering. So we were really excited that there were fig trees and roses, but we kind of didn't even know where to start other than to just start giving them water.
There was a lot of dead on the trees. So we had a friend come and he did some major pruning, cut all the dead off. Yeah, and through that disfigurement, over the course of years, they sort of started to have this new beauty come out.
We wanted to honor that this was like the garden. It was Roger's garden.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good friend of the person who sold us the property. And this was his zone. It was very obvious.
Like sanctuary.
So even though, you know, he had passed on, we really wanted to bring that back up and honor him.
Mm-hmm. I personally feel like we're shifting the language from it's our property and our land to we're stewarding this land. And that feels really important to me and to us. And we don't ever want to leave here. We're cultivating something that is for our whole life, not just in this moment. So it's slow and steady and hard and challenging and glorious.